open space because it is a democratic process. It gives equal opportunity to young and old, men and women, professionals and lay people, hub or initiative folks, everyone participating. This is your open space. Open space works by your taking responsibility for it. I'm the captain, but you're responsible for the open space outcome. Whatever happens is how you designed it. In our flood regulations, there is only one law, the law of two wings. Excuse me, the law of 2 feet. If you feel you are not contributing or are not learning, you are free to leave. Take off from that session, go to another table, another discussion, have a coffee, take a break. Traveling in open space is very different than other journeys. It is a journey to the unknown and to the emergent. To allow it to happen, you must trust me, your pilot, and the process. There are also other flight regulations, and they are posted behind you. When it starts, it starts. When it ends, it ends. The only thing that happens is the only thing that could happen. Whoever checks in for this flight are the right people. Who has been before on an open space flight? Wow. We don't serve peanuts or cocktails. If you haven't been on an open space flight and the cabin pressure drops, or you feel confused, consult one of the people that's sitting beside you who's raised their hands, and they will assist you by putting on their mask first and then helping you with yours. Otherwise, just go with the flow. In the interest of time, the captain and the crew have proposed the following question to focus our flight today. What else do you need to take your next steps in transition? So this is the question we'll be working with today. What else do you need to take your next steps in transition? We have 3 opportunities to participate on this flight. You may be a bird, a bee, or a butterfly. Birds. Birds don't have to be an expert in order to be a facilitator for a topic in response to the question. They do not have to know about the issue that's being discussed, but they must have a passion for it and be able to stay in the nest in one of the circular tables that we'll be setting up to ensure that the discussion happens and that everyone has a chance to speak. So if you choose to be a bird, you will be posting a response to this question. Birds are to stay in the nest, whatever table you select, that will be on the flight manifest, and not to fly away. If you choose to be a bird, you're in it for the duration of the open space session. So birds are the ones that suggest the topics, and that fly to the nest, to a particular table, to hold forth and to summarize the contents of that session. And then at an appointed time to post them around the walls of this conference room. Birds. Bees and butterflies. Everyone else can be a bee. That's a butterfly, Everyone else can be a bee or a butterfly. The bees and the butterflies are allowed to fly from nest to nest, from table to table, from conversation to conversation. Those of you who wish to be a bee can buzz to various nests and cross-pollinate. That'll be interesting to see. If you choose to be a butterfly, you may fly from nest to nest, just listening, being silent, or you may fly out of the room to have a conversation over tea. Sometimes the most important conversations happen just that way. So, once the birds have decided the issue, they write 5 to 7 words, 5 to 7 words on one of these sheets of paper. 5 to 7 clearly written words in capital letters. 5 to 7 words clearly written, printed in capital letters. So that means you're committing to be in the nest for an hour. You will fly up here to one of the flight attendants and hand them your sheet. And the flight attendants will hand your sheet to the ground crew. Would the ground crew raise their hands, please? The ground crew. You fly to the flight attendants. The flight attendants give your sheets of paper to the ground crew. The ground crew sort your issues. We've got a lot of people here today that need to be heard, and the way that we're going to make this efficient and convenient is to sort the issues. Oh, Inez has just caught the captain in a serious error. So she's going to direct you to the ground crew. She'll direct you to the ground crew. All right, and she'll direct you to the emergency exits in case the captain loses her mind again. The sorted topics are going to appear on a time and space matrix. Another wonderful phenomenon. And this is the way that you'll be able to keep track of where your issue lands, which nest to go to. And we have a nest from 1 to 15, and these nests will be set up in this great room. So nests look like round tables. And nests 16 through 30 will be in the yellow room. The bar is closed, I'm sorry. It's a short flight. So if you see on the time and space matrix that your particular issue has been assigned to nest 1 through 15, you'll be in this great hall.